Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Just making sure. Hello, hello. That I'm muted. Okay. Can everyone hear me? Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sarah. I am the owner of Sarah Ann Creations. I now have a website. It's sarahanncreations.com. I mostly do embroidery, handmade items, personalized items, things of that nature. I also do have a very small Etsy shop that's for some embroidery, digital embroidery stuff that I've done. There's not very much on there. And I also have a Spoonflower shop, and Spoonflower is an online website that you can have designs that I have hand drawn. You can have those designs printed on any type of fabric or any type of home decor item. So I also have a Spoonflower shop, and that's under Sarah Ann Creations as well. Today, right now, I've been putting off making some new bags for my website, just because I've been busy with a million other things and health issues and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to get those new bags done so that I can put them on my website and that kind of thing. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm currently pressing my fabric and I'm running something over on my embroidery machine. So let me go check on that and I will be right back. You guys can watch me do some pressing. Okay. And you'll have to let me know if you can hear me because I have headphones or I have wireless headphones on, so sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. So you'll have to let me know. I'm just changing out some colors so that this can finish its design on my embroidery machine. And I'll probably only be on for a couple of hours. I might even set a timer because sometimes I feel like my lives can go a little long and people get a little bored. So might set a timer just for a couple hours and see what we get done. And set that thing to go again. So I just have a bunch of fabric to press and then get ready for um, making bags. Ooh, sorry, it shakes quite a bit. Be a problem. Try my best to shake it too much. and I just add water to my fabric to help it press better. It's like the steam effect. Okay. These. I usually pre-press all of my stuff and then I add my interfacing on the back. So I'm going to pre-press all my fabrics, then I'll cut them, and then I will add the interfacing on the back. Just like them to be nice and flat. Turn my phone on quiet. So we don't get interrupted. All right, so those ones are pressed. This one, these I think I pressed them. I'll press them one more time. Okay, now I can start pressing my larger pieces. Okay. And it just helps make it smooth so that when I'm cutting, when I go to cut out the pieces, they're actually the size that I actually need them instead of like off a little. That makes sense. Because the wrinkles can kind of wrinkle under my ruler and make it off. Done. That's just what I'm going to keep doing for the next several pieces. I think I have about Ooh, I got a lot. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 more to do. So this is like the monotonous work of small business is the pressing the fabric. Cutting the fabric, pressing the fabric, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I was gonna set a timer. 2 hours. Got that going. Okay, that one's done. Lay it over here. Next one. Now, some of these I think will press okay if I double it up. Yep, that one did pretty good. The other side looks good. Can everyone hear me? home stretches. Just need to do 3 more. Two more. We're getting there. One more. And I can go start cutting. Let's take you guys over with me to do the cutting. Done. Now I can go cut. And I'll take you over with me. Yikes. Okay. Hopefully you'll be able to see. I'll have to bring one at a time. Oops. And I cut this at 9 inches. this at 9 inches. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay. I just place them under my computer. Next one. Just trim off my raw edges down here. And then I do 9 inches. Those ones are done. That under there. Grab my next one. The thing I don't love about gingham, like this print, is that it's never printed straight, so it's always gonna be a little off, which is especially when you're trying to make something with it and you're like, ugh. But I also don't want to waste it because that would be a waste, right? So I cut it just a smidge larger just to try and help with that. Okay, next one. I love the look of gingham. I just don't like how it's printed. They don't really care. So printing shops, they just print it and then they're like, okay, buy it. Great if all this could be pre-cut. Then I could just make bags. Get straight to the fun part. Not the work part. With these little pieces, I can make like wristlets with them. So for your keys and things like that. So I try my best not to throw anything away if I can turn it into something. Yeah. This may be an entire live of just me cutting things. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I don't mean for it to be that, but I tend to show you the process, and unfortunately, this is probably the majority of the process is just prepping fabric to go on my machine. It's not really glamorous. Don't move. Okay, I have 2 more to go. And then we will be back at the press for putting on the interfacing on the back of the front pieces. You guys probably are like, what is she talking about? need to just repress some of these and some of these that are fronts. So this is a liner. This is a liner. Front. Front. This is a liner. So these are all liners. And this is a front. And then my butterflies over there are fronts. So the front pieces need to have interfacing put on them. And then some of these need to be pressed again so that they're nice and smooth. So I'm bringing all of that back over. And I'll bring you back over. Oh no. No. Okay. So some of this needs to just be repressed because they're still wrinkly. And I don't like putting them in the bag when they're super wrinkly. I can get them as smooth as I can. I try to do it. See up there, that's not very smooth. That's better. Next. And if there's a crease, I tend to like try to soak it. There we go. Those ones are done. And these ones look pretty flat. We'll check them. That looks good. If they're pretty flat, I'm not gonna go over them. Those colored ones looked pretty bad. Oh, these are all good. Okay, these ones are good. Now, these are my front pieces, which they look fine. One might need a little pressing. But what I do with these ones, these are my front pieces, so they need to have a interfacing put on them, which I have some pre-cut over here, and I will add them onto it. Oh no, don't fall off. Sorry, it's under my computer stand. That always scares me. Okay, so you're under there, and so I just place it near the top. I pinch it and flip. Place it near the top. I think I want this bottom part to be the top. Pinch and flip. And then I press it again to make sure that that's all adhered. And this is fusible interfacing that will fuse to this fabric and give it more stability. So that one's done. Looks good. And I will do that with all the rest of the front pieces, the outer pieces. Next, we're going to do it again. You just keep repeating this process. Just repeat, repeat, repeat. For this one, top, paint, top. Okay. I have a few more to go. Oh, I also have those butterflies to do. Gotta grab those. This print is done. Butterflies. And the other print that's here. Okay. So this one doesn't really matter because it's all the same. Almost done with this print. Just press it, and then one more print to go, and we'll be done. And now the butterflies. Gotta make sure they're going the right direction. So that has to be the top. And this has to be the top. You always have to make sure that if you're using a directional fabric, that it's going the right direction. When you add your interface and when you add it to bag, you gotta always make sure it's going the right direction. The right way. This will be the right way. Go. Okay. I have one more to do. It's the right way. It's the right way. The sun. Alright, that's done. So all of my pieces have their interfacing and have been pressed. And now we have a stack like this. So I think I have about enough to make 10, 11 bags, something like that. So let's go back over to my embroidery machine. Okay. And I need to finish up the bag that's on there. Press again. Just take this off, take a look at it, make sure everything looks good. Yep. I'm just cleaning up my design here so I can get it ready to be put back on the machine and closed up. And if you're new here, I make bags, or in the last several months, I've been doing mostly bags and primarily custom bags for diamond painting events that are held online, some in person, not very many in person. But I do. So this bag particularly is for a diamond painting event called Dakotathon, which celebrates the artwork of an artist named Dakota Detweiler. I think I pronounced it right. And her particular artwork that I made this design from is called Angel of Justice. And I hand drew it and had it digitized. And then I add it to my bag. So, you don't have to get all of the little bits and pieces, but I try to get as many as I can. Okay. Then I will flip this over. And we will stitch it closed. But what I do like to do is to press this down So it's nice and smooth. Press it smooth so that it doesn't go anywhere. And then I tape it down. Make sure it doesn't shift. Where's my tape? There we go. Okay, now it's going to go back into the machine and it's going to stitch it down. And I'm just going to hold it to make sure it doesn't shift. Now is the part where I have to unzip it so that it's not sewn closed. So I unzip it, re-tape it back down. Okay, and then I'm going to add my label to it. And I usually mark where I want it. Ooh. And if you've been here for the issue of me losing my little ruler, guess what? I found it. So that's exciting. I was so happy. I was like, yes, I found it. I didn't lose it for good. So I put my label at a certain point on all of my larger bags. And I'm gonna take this guy and I line it up where I want it. And I tape it down like that. Now, I don't really need my piece. So the first thing that's gonna go on is the front of my bag. So I'm gonna place the front of my bag down. Okay. I'm gonna go stitch it on. So this goes around 4 times. Um, I don't have my cell phone hooked up today because I was like, that's gonna be extra. Now I'm going to take that out and I have to put the back fabric on. Okay, let me add back fabric on. So here's my back fabric. Which this back fabric will become the inside of my bag. This, I do it face down. Okay, then I tape the corners. And one more. That one's not gonna stay. It's already peeling up. Let's see what I'm doing. Okay. I just bring this back over here and it's gonna stitch it one more time. When this is all done, all I have to do is take it off and unhoop it. Then I will rehoop some new stabilizers so I can work on my next bags. Once done, then I rehoop. So this is a stabilizer. You need stabilizer whenever you are embroidering. This one is a cutaway stabilizer. There are many different types. There's cutaway, tearaway. There's some other stabilizers that you can also put on shirts, like poly mesh, things like that. I mostly use cutaway and tearaway. I have to be careful with my hands because I started to notice my hands are starting to hurt a lot more lately. They were really bad. It's this one's actually feeling a little bit better, but I'm thinking if I keep going, it's not going to feel so great. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and get my design that I want to make. Is that okay? No. That one? Yes. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do, now that all my fabrics are done, I can remove all the tape from this thing. And I try to reuse as much tape as I can, but sometimes the fiber from the fabric and the fibers from this cutaway, they just wear on the tape really quickly. And so then the tape is no longer good. Let's go ahead. We're going to make one of each of these. So I'm going to go ahead, do a butterfly first. Butterfly. It's going to be a front, front, maybe a back, back, and back. Okay. So do front, back. Sometimes I lay them out. I get really picky about how I want them. Front, back, front, back. Okay. Then I need the fabric that goes with that. To be with it. So that will go with that one. 1, 2. I like to layer them up so that I know what goes with what, and so that it's ready to go when I have everything rolling. Okay. So these are extras right now. So here. 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 So get that fabric. That should be on there. 2 for that one. 2 for this one. 2 for this one. And 2 for this one. Then I can layer them all up. Okay. And then these two for this one, two, two, and two. Two here, two here, two here, and two over here. Okay, so these ones are all ready to go too. So now I have my stack of bags that I can make. So here, I'm going to get that going. There you go. And I have a second hoop that I can put the more stabilizer. So what it's stitching right now is just my placement stitch of where things need to go. Can you guys hear me all right? Hi, Courtney. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Now I am so I'm repeating that same process here, and I'm adding my zipper to my other one. So now my zipper's ready to go. I'm doing pretty good. I'm finally working on bags that I've purchased fabric for months ago, and I haven't made it yet. So I was like, okay, you need to go do this, or the fabric will just be sitting forever. Now I don't currently have my cell phone set up to watch it while it stitches. If you want me to do that, I can do that. I just didn't do that because no one else was on. So if you want me to do that, I can hook up my camera so that you can watch it do its stitching. Now I'm just adding my next zipper to my other hoop. Just came off the machine. This one. is going to just tack down my zipper. Okay, I just want to make sure. I know it's hard to see anything from a distance. And I don't think you can hear my machine when it's running, so. Ooh. Okay, let's not do that again. Sorry. Reaching over to plug this in. Where's the plug? There we go. Whoa. Okay, now I'm going to add fabric to these. So I'm just going to make like one of each of the designs. So the first design I'm going to make is going to be the butterfly design. So you can see that very well. So I'm going to do that. First I got to trim out. Yeah, I'm sure I make everyone ill when they watch me, but this is the only way I know how to do this. Okay, so first I got to trim out my zipper area. I use really sharp scissors. And then I just slide it across. Okay. So I'm just trying to get rid of some of these loose threads. Okay. Then I'm going to take, oh, that's not the background. I need more room on this table, but there is no more room. Okay. So I take my fabric and I'm going to line it up. And if you have any questions for me, or if you're just hanging out while you diamond paint, or I mean, you may not be a diamond painter, I don't know. If you have any questions for me on what I'm doing or anything like that, just go ahead and ask. I'll look up once in a while. Okay. That. And then the front panel, the butterflies. Put that down. Come on, line up. This does not look very wide. Then I add this back to my machine. And I pull the fabric through. And then I attach it with stitching. Okay, now the next fabric I'm going to do so this is my next bag. And I'll put that to the side. This one go here. So I know to go to that. Okay, now it's stitched down, so it's attached to my stabilizer, and I'm gonna go press it so that then I can stitch around it. But while I'm doing that, let me do this first. Sometimes I wish there was like 10 of me. Okay, maybe not 10. 2 or 3 would be great. I would fly through this stuff because I would have one pressing while I'm cutting and one doing something else. That's done. Okay, now this is the other bag that I'm going to do. So I'm going to add this fabric on. I found this peach fabric that goes like really, really well with that floral, which I love. I have purple of that floral design too. I think it's so pretty. Okay, the back's done. Now flip it over to the front and my front piece. Okay. Now I'll go back one. We'll stitch this one for as well. Everything's flat. And I'm going to take this tape off and press it, and I'll be right back. And on these ones, since there's nothing to embroider on the front, I can just lay it down and press the entire thing, which comes in handy. Just tape down the front, and then I will turn it over and tape down the back, which should be fairly smooth. Now I will be able to stitch this down. Okay. Now I need to go press this one as well. Yeah, you can't see. There we go. Gotta go press the other one. Talk to myself when I'm working. Okay, and then I have this one go around again. Now, since both of these are stitched, I can then unzip them, add my label, and then finish them up. Ones that don't have embroidery on them go fairly quickly. It's been so long since I've used this guy that I'm actually gonna use this larger one because then I can see line it all. Take one of my labels. Use this piece of tape. Lay it down. and then unzip it so that it doesn't get zipped shut or sewn shut, I mean. Okay. I'm gonna add my front to it. I don't know which one is my front. Okay. That's fine. Just hold it on there. Okay. And then just add it to my machine and have it stitch around. And I'm just going to hold it for a second, just until it goes around my zipper. The process for this one. Front to it. Uh-oh. I'm out of bobbin. Okay. Um, so when I'm out of bobbin, I cut my thread and so this is what goes under my machine. This is what goes under my machine. This is the bobbin housing or the bobbin case. This is the bobbin. I use magnetic bobbins, which means they have a little black, I'll show you with that empty one, magnet on them. So here's the black magnet. And that helps keep the tension more regular. What's the word for it? Not stable, but just helps with the tension, making it more regular and whatever. I'm not gonna bother saying a word that I can't find. Okay, and then once it's filled, it looks like that, and I just stick it back into my machine. Now I'm gonna go ahead and restart this where it left off. There we go. And trim off the excess, and there we go. These are not for events. I have a feeling I'm gonna be not doing as many event bags just because they take an immense amount of work. I think going forward, I'll be doing a lot more of like donating gift cards for bags. Now, if I get a really killer idea for a bag for an event, I'll totally do it. But these are more just fabric that I picked up. This is just fabric that I picked up. I picked up a bunch over the last few months. So the ones I'm doing is butterflies. Yeah, this like floral one and this like kind of watercolor floral looking one. These are just ones that I had picked up from Joann's over the last few months, and um, I'm pretty sure our Joann's is haven't been out there lately, but pretty sure it's almost done and it's about to close. So, um, last time I went in there, it was pretty wiped clean. Um, I did pick up a couple other prints for further down the line. Um, so I picked up a Halloween print and I picked up a Christmas print. This Christmas print I picked up specifically for Marsha Hargis because um she had asked this last Christmas if I had any snowman fabric and I told her no. And I saw this when I was at Joann's and I had to pick it up for her. And it also has a cardinal on it, so I think that would be really nice for I know a lot of people have a connection with cardinals and with it being family visiting them. So I think that would be nice too. But here's the Halloween print that I got for Halloween, obviously. And this is the snowman print I got. I really like the snowman print. And it's kind of my kind of thing because it looks watercolory. Both of these are watercolor-esque. Um, so if you don't know, I'm a huge watercolor person. I like the look of the like soft colors and things like that. So I tend to gravitate towards watercolor. Okay, now I'll add the backing to that. Now I gotta go back one. The snowman is cute. And also, I don't know if you guys are aware or not, and I may do some lives in the future of me working on this stuff, but um recently, so exciting news, recently Crafts with Crashly signed me as one of their licensed artists. So I'm currently working on some designs. Um, it just takes me a long time because one, I'm a perfectionist, and two, I'm always like, nobody's gonna like it. So then I second guess myself and erase it and start over again. So I'm currently working on some things. And I think it might be fun to do some lives where you guys can just watch me because I've done lives in the past where I hooked up my iPad and people could just watch me draw and that kind of stuff from my iPad so they can watch the screen. So I may do some of those lives if anyone's interested in it. But I'm excited. No one's ever signed me before, so um I I've had stuff done, but thank you very much. I'm excited. Um And hopefully Crashly will like what I come up with. She liked some of the designs I showed her that I made, but um I hate letting people down, so hopefully I won't let anyone down and it'll actually be successful for them and for me. That people will like it and be like, yay! That's a bad piece of tape. Oh, I have a piece of tape here. Okay. And I can show you guys some, if you're interested in seeing a sneak peek of some of the stuff I'm working on, I don't mind showing that either. Just I'm just very slow as an artist. I don't know. Are artists supposed to be quick? I don't know. I remember I was an art major in college for about a semester because I saw everyone else around me and I was like, man, I suck. So I wasn't an art major for very long. Now I'm just adding the back. Thank you, Michelle. So sweet of you. I'm lingering by my machine because I don't want it to. Because if it kicks off, this is the last step. If it kicks off, then it'll start all over again, and I don't want it because I want to stitch the last. So once it stops, press the button and I tell it to stop and I back it up. Okay, so this one is done. Now I gotta add the back fabric to this one. Sorry about the lighting. The lighting over here is never good because I have a light right over my head and it shadows everything. Okay, last piece of fabric. Sometimes I like to feel it to see which side feels the softest. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This off. See, the fuzz from the stuff comes off, and so then the tape is not good anymore because it won't stick anymore. And my husband and I just finished making a pool. We didn't make a pool. We we made like a pad for new pool. Our last pool was a 7-foot pool, like a 7-foot round pool that was really shallow because my kids were little. And now that my kids are getting bigger, when they get in, it looks like the pool shrank. And so we decided to buy pool. Why do pools have to cost so much dang money? We bought a pool a little bit bigger. Our backyard is very small, so there's not much that can fit back there. So we bought one and we had to make a a pad for it, like, and it's expensive to get concrete poured and all that stuff. So we did it with like building the bottom and then like putting sand and stuff. Boy, was that a lot of work. Um, yeah, it was way more work than I wanted to put into it, but that's what happened. Yeah. That's one of the things that's why sometimes making event bags is hard for me because of the if it hasn't hit me, then I if an idea isn't like drilled into my brain and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I need to make that come true," then it tends to be very forced. So, um I did have a couple of designs but they were designs that made I drew and made exclusively for a friend of mine who has a baby clothing shop that she prints fabric and then takes that fabric and makes it into like bummies and rompers and things like that. So I created two designs exclusively for her and she purchased them from me. So I can't and I asked her if I could use them and since they were exclusive, I am reworking the whole idea. So, um those designs I can't do, but I did show Crashly them just because I wanted her to be familiar with art that I can do. So, um so now I'm just working on some other ideas. Right now, I have a cherry one in the work. I have a lemon one with like a lemonade in the works because I was like, oh, summer's coming. So that might be fun, like cherries and lemonade and that kind of stuff. Um, I don't know. Okay, now take this off. And I'm gonna make one more bag with the other fabric, with my last fabric. Just so that I have at least one of each. So let me hoop this one up. And I can start that one. And I do have some other like cutesy-ish ones. Um, maybe I'll show you guys and you let me know whether you think I should send them off to Crashly or not. Because some of the ones I have some that are ready to go because of me using them on fabric because I have them for sale on my Spoonflower shop where people can purchase them and have it printed on any kind of fabric. But some of them I'm like, I don't know if anyone would want these. Like I have some dinosaurs and school. I have school ones. Um, so I have to show you guys that, and you guys will have to let me know whether or not you think I should send them to her. I have a severe problem with confidence. So when I look at something, I'm like, oh, nobody's going to want that. Nobody's going to like that. So Are you done? I think I'm only gonna do those 3 bags for now because I'd only planned on being on live for a couple hours. And I think we're fine. Yeah, got about 20 more minutes. Okay. This. Okay, this one going. And now I can take these and I can trim all of this. Yeah, all these are ready to be trimmed down and turned into the official bag. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this. And that one's done for the most part. This side. Now this one bag right here is a Dakotathon bag. So that one is an event bag, but I have slowed down on creating a bunch of event bags at once because they're just not selling. So I just kind of slowed on that kind of production stuff. Because I was like producing a ton of them and then they would just sit around. So get that all the way through. There we go. Okay. Man, my trash is full. Right. Now, let me get this one going. So, what's my next fabric? This one. I'm really excited about this one. This one was the one I purchased fairly long ago, and I just thought it was so pretty. So, I'm excited to see what it will look like. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to line it up the best I can. Like I said, gingham fabric, they print so horribly. Like, it looks awful because it doesn't line up right. So, yeah. Hopefully, that'll come down. Hopefully, it'll be good. Now, here. Okay. Now, I come in here and I'm going to trim this. Turn an angle. Back. Right. Pull these back and trim all the rest. Okay, there we go. Okay, that looks good. Some of these don't cut right, but then I just go around the edges. Okay, now done. Okay, now I gotta press this. I will be right back. keeping it. Okay. And there's enough room. Okay, that's good. Right. Now, here. Stitched over it. That's okay. I'll take that off. Okay. Now to add my label. Right. From the front on. Okay. Then I just go ahead and stitch that. Guys, go ahead and watch that. And work on. I'm gonna Just finishing trimming up this one bag. And we will finish up the one that's on the machine. Finish this up. Alarm is about to go off, but I want to finish up these bags. Sorry, guys. I know I move. There's a lot of moving parts in embroidery. I don't think people know that. Okay. Oh, lost a piece of tape somewhere. Must have come off. Came off somewhere. We lost it here somewhere. Okay. So this one. I want to try my best to get it centered and even. See, that one's not gonna go across. Okay, hold on. With this gingham being printed so poorly, I try really hard to make it so that they're at least straight up and down as best I can. And I'm sure I'm not perfect at it, but I try my best. Because I don't want to waste fabric just because the printing's not perfect. Because it's still perfectly usable, just be a little crooked. I'm trying not to let it be too crooked. Done. Now I can take it off and unhook it and trim it up. Oh, there's the tape. Now where is it? Here? I hook back together. Put that away. Okay. Now off all my tape. Pull that back. Pull that forward. Trim that across. And then take my scissors and trim all my corners. So all my bags are trimmed. So I have 4 bags here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can take these over here and how am I gonna do this? And I can go ahead and put them together. Eat. It together. So straightening this out. It's not a huge mess. The next time I need it. Okay, so our 4 bags ready, and I'm just going to put them together. So first we flip them inside out. My kids have come down here and taken these. Move their places. Watch out. Now, one thing I need to remember to do. So you remember the piece of tape that I had on the inside that's holding my label? I need to make sure to take that piece of tape off, because every time I press it in my heat press, it like leaves residue. Oh, I love the checker print. It's so pretty. Okay. Moving on. Next one. I don't know. I really like checker print. Well, it's not checker print. The gingham print. I really like plaids too. I think plaids are fun too. Push out all my corners. Does anyone have any questions for me? I'm always happy to answer any questions. Okay. That's my butterfly one. And I'm just flipping them out. Oh, make sure to get the tape. I need like a reminder. It's like, get tape. Take out tape. This is the Dakota-thon bag. Come on, corner. Corner does not want to come out. Try my best to get the corners out as round as I possibly can. Okay, there we go. And this. There. Sometimes turning them inside out is a pain. Come on, man. Watch me struggle with the fabric in the bag. There we go. Take the tape out of that other one too. I just remembered. Okay. Glue. The tape out of here. Take the tape out of here. Okay. Alright, good. Now I'm just lining them up, getting ready to press them. And I used to not do this on my heat press, but my heat press does help it to get very flat. So it's really, really useful. So what I do is, I get my clips there. And my clip. I just take one per bag and make sure it's nice and even. Tuck it right. Go. This one too. that in. Tuck this in. I want to try and finish up these bags with you guys so you can see the final results. And then we'll go ahead and end the live. So I don't know what that is. Okay. Now I'm going to go over and press these, and I'll be right back. Okay, those are pressed. Now I'm going to seal them up. Now we're going to go ahead and seal them up. I use a Fabri-Tac glue. You can use a sewing machine. You could use, they have like fabric sealing tapes. I've never used those before, so I don't know how well they work or not. I've never had an issue with my Fabri-Tac. I've never had a customer come to me and be like, "Oh, that didn't work." So, at least not yet, anyway. glue the rest of the way. I usually only go halfway and then I finish it off the rest of the way. Okay, so that one's glued and ready to go. I might set a timer for 5 minutes because that's what I usually wait for them. 5 minutes. It'll probably take me about 5 minutes to finish this up, so. Okay, second one done. Next. Whoa. Whoops. Wait, rest of the way. Funny, this glue smells just like acetone. Yep. And last one. Push up. So there's the fourth one done. Now, oh, see, 5 minutes is almost done. So then I can take it off the first one. So the first one should be done in 13 seconds. So then we can work on that. All right. Now I can take these off. Okay. I can flip it inside out. So I open the zipper all the way. And then I this inside out. We change this. Okay. And where did it? Here we go. Ooh, this is a pretty bag. I like this one too. Ugh. Sometimes the corners just don't want to work with me. There we go. Okay. All right. So, and then I will put this back on my heat press and press them once they're all done. Right, here's this bag. And the lining. The lining is this pretty peach lining. I like it. Okay. That one. I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give the rest a few more seconds. Just make sure that they're good and adhered. And while I'm doing that, I'll go ahead and press this bag. Just to make sure it's nice and even and flat. Right. So here is the finished bag. And then I take ribbon strips that I have pre-cut. And this is my tab to help you unzip your bag. Okay. Heat seal it. And since this is polyester, it melts the end so it doesn't fray. And there's that finished bag. Now I can undo this one. Open this zipper all the way. that corner, flip this corner. Push this through. Here's the Dakotathon bag. And then I just double check, make sure everything looks okay. There's one little thing here I don't like. There's a loop that's poking through. I don't like loops. So I fix it with this little tool called a Snag Nabbit. It's got a really rough edge here, and that helps me pull through little tails or whatever might be sticking out. All right, there's the Dakotathon bag. And like I said, I hand drew this entire design. I mean, other than the lettering, I hand drew the entire design, and then on my iPad, and then I had it digitized by a digitizer because I was not gonna try and digitize this. I knew I would screw it up. So my digitizer did a very nice job. That will get pressed. Then I'm going to do this one. Ooh, this one's gonna be pretty too. I really like this, like, it's almost like a seafoam green or like a spa kind of green. And it goes really well with this design. Oh, there's thread in here. Okay, thank you, thread. Okay, flip that inside out. Ooh, I love this bag. Oh, it's so pretty. So, 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 so pretty. Oh, I love it. Okay. Look at the pretty bag. Okay, so now we have the butterflies with this like seafoam kind of green. It's like it's not really a mint, but it goes really pretty. Or a spa green. It's really pretty with the bag. Oh, I love that bag. Oh, I love butterflies. Um, I have a huge love for butterflies. I had a best friend in high school who was an exchange student from Japan. Her name was Chis, and we were like the best of friends. We were such good friends. We did a bunch of stuff together. Um, she celebrated my birthday with me, everything. And then when she went back to Japan, I tried to keep in touch with her, and she tried to keep in touch with me. But it's really hard when you're that far away. But I do remember when I had gotten engaged, I wrote her and asked her if she would be my maid of honor because I wanted her in my wedding so bad. And she said yes. She was so excited for me. And I had written her that. Ooh, okay, don't cry. I had written her that in an email, and she was so excited for me. And I told her I'd be in touch and all that. And I kept trying to email her, and nothing. I kept getting the emails returned back to me. And I didn't understand why. And I finally found her mom's phone number. I had her phone number. from when she was an exchange student in high school. And I called the phone number, and I know her mom doesn't speak much English. And I called her and I was trying to talk to her, and I said, "Hey, I'm trying to get a hold of Chisaw. Do you know why I can't get a hold of her?" And then this was like, I don't know, um, just a few months, like 9 months away from my wedding. And her mom said that she had passed away. And I've lost a lot of people in my life who have passed away. And I don't think I had ever felt that bad, ever. Because she was young. She was young. She was a little older than, like a couple years older than me, but she was young. And yeah. Anyway, um, but the butterflies, her and I loved butterflies. We, um, everything we made for each other had a butterfly on it. So we had like friendship necklaces that had butterflies. Um, she made me she bought a frame and she put butterfly stickers all over it. She always put stickers, butterfly stickers on her notes to me. Um, and so butterflies mean a lot. And every time I see a butterfly, I think of her and how much I miss her. And that she didn't get to celebrate that day with me, and she doesn't get to meet my kids, and then she missed out on a whole life that she deserved to have. Anyway, so butterflies mean a lot to me, and every time I see one, I say hi to her. So, anyway, this bag turned out pretty. Sorry, guys. This bag turned out really pretty. Um, I like it's like watercolor, but like very loose watercolor, not very detailed or anything. Um, and I love the gingham print on the inside. That's really pretty too. Um, the only thing is there's a weird line on the inside. Can you guys see that? It's probably like a printing malfunction. Oh wait, it's like thread or something? It's like a weird thread. Trying to see if I can fix it. I don't know. I may have to put it as like a discounted bag. But if you see that little line right there, I don't know. Anyway, now I can go ahead and go press all of these and put on their pull tabs. There's one. Okay. Now we can go ahead and put the pull tabs on. Oops, put it on the wrong one, whatever. No, in the way I want you to go in. And it gets difficult to get that through. There we go. The last one. Almost done. Then I will trim them up and heat seal them, and I might press the back a little bit on these bags because the front presses nicely, just the back doesn't get fully pressed. Okay. Grab this. Okay, it's done. Okay, we're done. We're gonna press this a little bit just near the zipper. You can't put too much heat on the zipper or it'll melt it because it's not metal. It's like a nylon or oh, it's plastic. Okay. This one. So here are the final bags for today, guys. the one that I finished first was the Dakotathon bag. This is currently an event bag for the Dakotathon, which celebrates the artwork and the diamond paintings of Dakota Detweiler, and she's an amazing artist. And this one was inspired by her Angel of Justice painting and diamond painting. So this is for that event. On my website, if you visit my website, sarahannCreations.com, you and you're looking to purchase this bag and you're participating in the event, I actually have discounted it $50, and then the added discount code takes another 10 wait, did I say that I discounted it $10? Not $50. $10. I discounted it $10, and then with the discount code on top of that, you can get another $10 off. So, visit my website if you're interested in getting this Dakotathon bag. This is actually going out to the winner of the Dakotathon giveaway. So, this is for them. Now, the next bag we finished was this one. I think this one might be my favorite. So this one is the pretty butterflies with the really pretty leaves. And then on the inside, we have this like spa green interior. That's that one. Then we have this peach floral. I do have a purple floral, just like this one. This is the peach floral, and it's got a pretty peach liner on the inside. And the last bag that I did today is this really loose watercolor floral. It's almost like a watercolor wildflowers almost, kind of. And it has a pretty gingham, a gray gingham interior. That's really pretty too. So those are the bags that we did today. And these 3 bags should be up on my website fairly soon. We'll see when I get to taking photos and doing the whole listing bit. But this one, the Dakotathon bag, is on my website still. And also, to let everyone know, if you are participating in the Asian themed DP along, I do have those bags available on my website as well. There's still plenty of those. And also, if you did participate in the Ticket to Ride event, when was that? I think it was January, February. It kind of extended for a while. If you participated or anything like that, I do have 3 of those bags still available. And they're extremely discounted. I think they're like $30. So if you are interested in getting a bag, and at a discount, this one is the one to get. I have 3 of them available, so you can visit my website at sarahannCreations.com. I just wanted to put that out there that if you guys are participating in any of these events, these bags are still available. So I think that will do it for today's live. I hope you all enjoyed coming along with me and working on some new bags, new prints with me. I love the new prints. I think my favorite is the butterfly, but what's your favorite new print? We'll call this one the watercolor floral, the peach floral, and the butterflies. Which one was your favorite? I'd love to know what you guys like and what you're interested in. Also, like I said, I am a newly signed artist with Crafts with Crashly. She does tumblers, she does release papers, all that kind of stuff for the diamond painting community. And Hopefully soon some of my artwork will be available with her items, and definitely go check her out. I think it's craftswithcrashly.com. I think. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check that, and I'll try and link her store down below as well, so that in the future, if you come upon this video, you can go check her out as well. Um, so hopefully some of my artwork will be available with her very soon, and maybe I can do some lives um with me actually drawing some of my artwork that will be going to her. That would be kind of fun. So I think that'll do it. Thank you all for spending time with me today, and I hope you have a good rest of your week. Thanks, guys. Bye.